Greetings, viewers, and welcome to another edition of Talking Football with Drew and Stitch.
How's it going, guys? Hope you guys enjoyed last week's show. We got another good week coming up for you guys. We're actually going to do 3 separate segments. Talk a little bit today about some of our favorite traditions, look at the upcoming games on Thursday, and then do a special on Alabama's first game, and of course, Auburn's first game as well.
Yeah.
So good week, big week planned.
Yeah, these are going to be in subsequent days, so this one will be going up on today, which is Tuesday, then Wednesday, Thursday, so on and so forth. And I give you guys a chance to sort of comment on all 3 articles, or videos rather. If you have any special, game day, memories or traditions that you and your family and friends engaged in when you were either in school here or as a young fan or whatever, then we'd be glad to hear them from you.
Yeah, post them up on the site. You can do that. I'm not sure. Can you actually post up on YouTube? I actually don't know the answer.
Yeah, you can. Just leave it in a comment under the video.
And you can do the same thing for Facebook. Mm-hmm. So we'd love to hear from you guys. Again, y'all's input is always appreciated. Because without you guys' input and without y'all viewing,
there would be no show.
Not much to do. So.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, anyways, do you have any memories of tailgating?
Man, I will be honest with you. The one thing that I just love, what I've done every year, I love going down to the games in Tuscaloosa. One of my favorite things to do, which I actually talked to my wife a little bit about it here, because she's a student down here at Auburn. Yeah. But one of the things that I just used to love to do is I would go on game days, and at one point or another, I had to walk by the quad. I had to walk across the quad. I had to go in front of Denny Chimes where we've got our players where they put their hands and cleat prints into the ground. And I just love to see the history, man. It's just so cool to sit there and think, to put your hand in the same handprint of Joe Namath, Super Bowl quarterback and everything. And yeah, it's just really cool, man. I love it. And of course, you cannot beat. There's this thing in Tuscaloosa that everybody. It doesn't matter if you're a Tide fan, a Tiger fan. It does not matter. Everybody goes to Big Bad Wolf Barbecue.
I've never heard of that before.
It's really cool, man. This guy has this huge smoker pit that he hooks up on a trailer, pulls it out in front of the Houndstooth, which is a famous bar on the strip there in Tuscaloosa. And the barbecue that he does, he's got these pulled pork nachos that will just make you want. I'm not even joking. You'd probably beat your mom for one. They are so good, and I love it because when my friends from Auburn come to the games in Tuscaloosa, they always rave like, "Oh, we gotta go to Big Bad Wolf." Just like when I come here, I'm like, "I gotta go get Mama's love." Yeah, I gotta go get Mama's love. It's the same thing. It's just awesome. But well, what's the tradition down here on the plains? Like, what is?
Well, when I used to come with my dad and everybody to games, I'd always want to go to Cheeseburger. I'm sure you guys.
Oh, Cheeseburger is delicious.
Yeah, that was one, and Here recently, I developed a tradition of going to the supper club after the games for family fun.
Which, if I'm not mistaken, they are open later than anything else.
Oh yeah.
I haven't been yet.
They're open till 4. They have occasionally they have like I guess bigger name acts like
that's cool.
Yeah, Clay Walker was here recently, and so I mean you have that, and then there's the regulars like Velcro Pygmies.
Yeah, I saw the good doctor out of Opelika, who we've seen at a couple places that are they're really good. We've enjoyed seeing them.
There's that, and of course everybody knows about Roland Toomer's Corner. Of course, in 2008 that did not happen much. Unfortunately.
Well, it's good. You did do it a lot the years previous.
Yeah.
It's time to give the TP a break.
Yeah, I tell you, like when I was a senior down here in 2004, you could go down there and it looked like just like it had snowed for 6 months or something.
Wow,
it's pretty awesome. I know the Bama fans like to crack at us for.
Well, I think here's the disconnect, man. Here's what me and my Bama friends we can't get over. We just can't seem to understand why you vandalize your own property.
It's just it's celebratory. That's all there is to it.
I remember after one of the games one time we went over walked by Toomer's Corner. I was down here visiting some friends for a homecoming game. And I gotta admit, man, it was really cool seeing all these people. You got old people, young people, everybody's just throwing toilet paper. It was pretty crazy. Our thing that we do, we love to sing Rammer Jammer. Yeah. We can't do it before the games anymore. Something about how it's
really? What happened?
We actually started getting penalized for unsportsmanlike conduct on the opening kickoff. So now they wait till after the game when they can't penalize.
Sort of like the cowbell thing at Mississippi State.
Yeah, same thing. Well, they had that big talk about that at the SEC convention. Whether they're going to allow it or not allow it, or all the stipulations.
I don't know. I mean, I don't really have a problem with traditions like that. As long as it doesn't interfere. Like in Mississippi State's case, it's a little bit different because it did. I mean, that could interfere with with the game or whatever.
But if you lose to Mississippi State, it's probably not the cowbell's fault.
Yeah,
I think we can all say
that's
that.
a good point. Let's see. I mean, what else? So I mean, I'm just not really familiar with traditions down in Tuscaloosa. What's
well, I think one of the big things that we do is like outside of our stadium, and they did a fantastic job, and it hasn't, it hasn't always been this way, but now since they've completed the new section and the new facade of the stadium is just, I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, whether you like Alabama or not, when you drive by it, it's kind of like driving by Sanford Hall.
Yeah.
Whether you're an Auburn grad or not, it's a gorgeous building. Gorgeous building. Same thing in Tuscaloosa, man. When you drive in front of the stadium, we got the statues of all of our, heroic coaches and everything.
Yeah.
And it's just great because, kids and families are out there. Everybody's taking pictures with the coaches and everything. And then the team bus pulls up. And, and it's just been something over the past couple of years when Saban's been there. And he gets off and, the team just leads in. And it's just it's kind of our walk of champions. The other big thing that goes on is the $1 million band. Actually, before game time, they line up and march down University and go right into the stadium, and it's just really cool, and stuff like that.
That sounds pretty cool. Let's see. Well, I guess that's about it for the tradition talk. Let's talk about Thursday's football games.
No, everybody has been anxiously awaiting. It's been, I don't even want to think about how many days it's been without college football.
Way too long.
The recruiting news keeps me sustained.
Yeah,
gives me my fix during the week.
The spring practice, it sort of gets us through.
It's a tease, gets you through the summer.
And then when spring practice is over, you're like, my God, it's 4 months.
I know.
120 some odd days. Okay, but anyway, a segment we used to do on here is called Stitch's Stats, and it was back when we were doing podcasts, me and my friend Chief. So I've got one for you. If you're, not that we condone this, but if you're a betting man, take Hawaii and the points. USC is a 40.5 point favorite. They're going to win, but probably like 38-3 if I had to guess.
They're not going to put up 41.
Well, probably not. But I think they can win 42-14. They're not going to win by 41 points. So like I said, if you're a betting man, take Hawaii and the points. Also, coming up Thursday night is South Carolina and Southern Miss. A good
SEC team opening again on a Thursday. Gotta love to see that. Getting a nice primetime slot on a Thursday night.
Yeah, I mean, and we talked last week about the SEC's Biletnikoff candidates and AJ Green, Julio Jones, and Darvin Adams. The guy that could be the best pro prospect anyway, the bunch of the guy named DeAndre Brown that plays for Southern Miss is a beast, 6'6", 215 pounds or so. When they played here in 2008, I believe he caught 4 passes for like 100 yards or something like that.
Right.
He's just a monster of a player. So if for no other reason, whether you hate Steve Spurrier or whatever, just tune in to watch DeAndre Brown. You won't be disappointed. Also, there is what could be the first big upset of the year. Utah and Pittsburgh are playing on. It's going to be on Versus. So I don't know if you get that or not, but.
Who's your favorite in that? Who do you like?
I actually like Pitt. They've got a tailback, Dion Lewis. I'm sure most of our viewers know about it. Kid ran for 1,800 some odd yards last year. Had like 245 carries. Or 275 carries, I believe. He averaged like 25 carries per game. Had double-digit touchdowns. Great player. But Utah, Kyle Whittingham out there, no matter what they lose, they seem to field a really good, really competitive team, as Drew can tell you from experience. I'm kidding.
I think the only thing I'm gonna have to disagree with you on is I really, really like Utah.
Yeah, that's.
I think after seeing them play in the Sugar Bowl, man, and it was crazy because Utah, I think, is only Vegas had the over/under. Get this for Utah at only I think 7.5 games this year.
Really?
Which was crazy because yes, they did just move into the Pac-10, but guys, think about it. If you want to get on a sure bet, another thing that I think is an easy lock for you for the year, Utah may have just joined the Pac-10, but they have been planning this move for several years.
They did. I mean, the move to the Pac-10 is not going to happen for at least another year.
You know, people talking about, oh, they're going here, they're going there. Guys, they're not giving them a lot of credit. They're thinking, Utah is just not. But you know what? They've got a great schedule this year. Their home games are going to be pretty good. Pretty easy wins. So
they're going to be. I mean, they better start anyway recruiting for the Pac-10 now. So they're going to want to, I guess, like show out, so to speak. So I look for them to not hold anything back all year long.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm saying. I think they've been preparing, kind of stocking their stables up a little bit, and I think they're just going to stay on that track this year, especially.
Yeah. I will tell you. Go back to South Carolina again, just real quick, and then we got to run. But the suspension of Wesley Saunders.
That's going to be pretty big.
Yeah. Like Steve. I don't know how what's going on with that kid or whatever, but he has the agent incident in South Beach, Miami, and then this.
He's one of many players that's involved with that.
Yeah, and this whole debacle about. I'm not even sure if Saunders is involved with this or not, but I know he was suspended for violating team rules, but also about the hotel. The hotel motel in South Carolina. Like, I don't know.
I think it'll be interesting to see if all the facts ever end up coming out for sure.
With stuff like that, the facts never really truly come out.
Right. Maybe just a little glimpse to see what is going on in South Carolina.
I don't know what in the world's happened to Steve Spurrier's program, and it's gotten worse every year he's been there.
Not only that, and it seems to be that he has less and less control.
Yeah, could anybody imagine this stuff happening when he was at Florida?
The worst thing you ever saw at Florida was Steve Spurrier, as I'm sure a lot of us other SEC fans around the conference can appreciate, is the old visor toss.
Yeah.
The headphones came back and the visor slammed down to the ground, and that was the worst thing. But now you got guys facing major NCAA investigations. You got a program that might have some serious sanctions come down on.
And I tell you, that's why I think this is going to be the Visor Villains' last year in Columbia. That and the whole Butch Davis thing, in the other Carolina.
Right.
That's one guy I never ever would have expected that from. I got to say, but anyway, Drew, unless you had anything else to add to that, I guess we're going to run.
No, the only thing I want to say again, thank you guys for tuning in. Each and every episode. Again, we really appreciate that.
Yeah, we appreciate it. The ones of you that are loyal viewers and everything. So even though the show's taken a different turn. We're still gonna have a lot of fun, still gonna have a lot of good info, and hopefully it's some interesting insights.
Yeah, and please don't forget any questions, comments, anything like that that you guys want to put up.
Yeah.
Please feel free to do it on the what I found out in the YouTube comment section,
as
well as the Facebook comments. And again, thank you guys for everything.
All right, have a good one.
Y'all have a good afternoon. Enjoy the football this week.